And so here in 2022, my guess is that you're probably not going to hear the word gospel outside of a Christian context. But it doesn't mean that people don't make good news claims. I think we make good news claims all the time. Like the good news about the show that you just watched. You want all your friends to watch the show Ted Lasso. So you're like, hey, have you heard about the show? You should watch this show. Or the good news about that restaurant that your friends just need to check out. You're like, man, the food is so good there. I want to evangelize you with the good news about this restaurant. Or you might share, like often we do as Canadians, you tell the good news of your favorite sports team. You're like, how good is the Winnipeg Jets? You should believe in the Winnipeg Jets. But on a deeper level, I think our society is full of diverse claims about what is the good news. These are the stories and the narratives that shape our worldviews. They are the meaning-making explanations we tell ourselves and others about how our life can get better and how our world can get better. Everyone makes these kind of stories. Everyone makes a claim at the good news. And so here are just a few examples of that. So like the good news of individualism, which is the good news claim that I am at the center of the universe. The consumerism, which is the good news that I am what I own and that I will find happiness and meaning for more stuff. Nationalism, the story that my nation is better than other nations. Postmodern relativism, which is the story that we can't know what's universally good, so you do you. Postmodern tribalism, the story that all that matters is what my small group thinks. And then lastly, a therapeutic deism, which is the story that I come into my full human potential through inner exploration. See, all of these sort of good news claims, they all tell a story. They all make a claim about what is best for human flourishing. And so I think the question is not so much, do I believe the gospel? The question is, which gospel, which good news story do I believe in? And I get that most people don't just sit around and systematically examine every belief they have. But all of us, without exception, tell ourselves stories about what matters. And we are the stories we tell. The stories we tell inform us what we think about ourselves, our relationships, our jobs, what we will buy, what we will wear, what we'll ultimately give our lives to. And as we may discover in our lives, is that not every good news story or claim at the good news is actually good news. Not every version of human flourishing actually leads to a satisfied life. And not every gospel is the gospel. I love how Matthew Bates puts this in his book, The Gospel Precisely. He writes, there are many false gospels. These are the cultural stories about how to achieve human flourishing. They are not overtly called gospels, but they promise to result in a fulfilled life. People adopt them as their version of life's good news, but these are false gospels. These false gospels do not deliver. They leave people hurt, broken, and lifeless. They are counterfeits.